well. This is too much fun.
I know Edge is running all the stuff, but like let's be honest, as a commentator, Edge got the content. Edge has all the stinking hype matches here for Puyo Tet Worlds PCO Neun.
Yep,
And
we love Mr. El Torneo.
And again, we are getting one here with Jayden and Wdec. We're having a Puyo vs Tetris match here for winner semifinals.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Math is math is fun when you understand it. I can second that for when I've understood my math homework.
Yep, I can second that for trigonometry.
Yep, and I'm terrified to type in that link in my URL.
No, it says Hitbox Arcade. Why are you so afraid? Just type it.
I feel like I'm gonna do it one time, and like not even just this link. I'm gonna do it for someone's fun fact, and I'm just gonna get something that I don't want.
Just type it. Don't worry. It's no malware. Just type it. Don't be afraid.
Oh, don't worry. The malware can't make sense on my computer. It's too disorganized. That's not the fear.
So you have nothing to worry about. Type it.
I have stream overlays on like 3 separate files, and I can't tell which one is getting used.
That sounds like an hello, senior production. Let's go on and get on with the show.
All right, and so we've got Wdec on the right side there as Jayden showing a incredibly fast sprint here over on the left side. But aside from the sprint, the 6-3 is working very well in terms of getting that damage output. And a little bit of a delay here. Some PowerPoint Puyo Puyo. But a very nice 4-chain going to help out Wdec quite a bit here. Yeah. As they're continuing that high 4, 5, and 6. Again, like we've seen a couple Puyo players continue here.
Yeah, what I've seen Wdec do in the early game was, I think that was a submarine. If Wdec is around, or if like there's any other Puyo player that can fact check me there, I believe that was submarine he was doing. It's pretty good for like digging down, and you don't really have to worry about many triggers or like covering up your trigger. You can just fire if you see fit, and 9 times out of 10 it'll work.
Wdec waiting to receive that garbage. Expecting the garbage not to be as high, trying to launch with those greens below. Gonna not get the greens on the left there. Could potentially be another trigger, depending on how they build the rest of this out here.
I feel like, from what I'm seeing, it seems like his trigger seems to be his purple. Oh no, his yellows. And there it is. He's got a, I believe that's a 5-chain. And that's probably gonna kill Jayden.
Yeah, and Jayden with some very nice skims. Again, that margin time, putting in a little bit of a number, although I don't think it's in such a strong effect here at this point in time.
It's in strong for Puyo, but for Tetris, it hasn't kicked in yet.
Oh, I believe it has as of now. Nope, never mind. I stand corrected. I just saw back-to-back damage.
Black.
I think it's gradual.
There it is. The time is now margin, baby.
It is now Morbin time. We're going to have to see if Jayden or Wdec is able to carry through with this. And I think with that extra garbage, Jayden is going to take that first game.
Sheesh. Man, I love my favorite part of Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 tournaments. When like the Puyo player says it's Morbin time, it just steamrolls the Tetris player.
Well, looks like, based on that last thing, Jayden might be just as capable of Morbin time and Wdec here for this set, so...
Oh my gosh.
That is a lot of garbage to sit through, but that is a lot of blues to help dig through it. And looks like Wdec going to put an extra green over in column 3.
Oh wow, that is a 7!
And so Jayden going to be able to eat that full 7, but not really sending too much garbage beyond that. Is going to be getting back into the rhythm of sending a bunch of P-spins here. Unfortunately, a little bit of a choppy stack there. Going to be tricky to get up some really high pressure there. However, it seems like they're doing it fast enough, doing some really solid work there. But a 4-chain from Wdec there, going to put a lot of pressure onto Jayden. Jayden is comboing through this, though, at a pretty surprising rate. It is an 8 combo.
That is powerful. Unfortunately, Wdec took some additional garbage. If it weren't for that, he could have cleared those yellows, and I believe that would have neutralized the rest. But wow, nice down stack from Jayden.
And so here we go again. Jayden back on the 6-3. Not quite the sprint there, giving all these T-spins opportunities. But a T-spin into Tetris as the first attack going to be quite a substantial feat for Wdec to try and counter through here. Sends a 4-chain and still receives garbage.
Fortunate those yellows didn't connect there in columns 4 and 5. Oh, okay, that was pretty dangerous. There's like a high chance that if he didn't fire that 3, Puyo RNG would have said, your column 3 looking kind of nice right now. It would be a shame if I gave you an additional nuisance.
Yep, that always
no.
And Wdec does not have a lot to stack with here. Just buried under all of that garbage.
I think he was looking for another purple there, and he would have had a nice 2, which would have cleared a good amount of nuisance and gave him a lot more leeway. So far, the set seems to be pretty in favor for Jayden.
Like
you never know.
A interesting little stack setup here for Wdec. Not sure exactly how they're planning on scoring this out. And it looks like they're using the reds all the way on the right to clear out the garbage on the left. And that's going to be a 6-chain. Jayden's still able to fend off. But Wdec has quite a bit of resources on the right side. Could maintain a pretty nice 4-chain if they're able to get some good Puyo builds here.
Let's see what they do. There it is, the 3. And that's going to hit Jayden pretty hard. If he follows up with another strong attack, this might be curtains for Jayden, and Wdec will take the round.
And very strong
this
power too. Jayden is running out of options. Can't really T-spin this high up on the board. And there's one miss drop there. And just like that, Wdec going to get on the board here with their first game.
Yay, no sweepity leapies.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Alright, and it looks like Wdec is looking for a way, gonna have to try and find a way to clear the reds out, but receiving so much garbage that there is not going to be a very easy way to get through this, as Jayden is steamrolling their way through this match, as Wdec is instantly topping out there very quickly, as Jayden taking a 4-1 lead here.
What sucks about that is that, like, Wdec had the out, but, like, the nuisance, the placing of the nuisance made it whereas his out was just completely out of the question, and he was just no longer able to access it. Oh, GTR. That's interesting.
The out was out. Looks like Wdec able to use a pretty strong 5-chain there. A lot of yellows connecting. And it looks like Jayden, due to a couple of misdrops, not going to be getting a Tetris there on the down stack, so only having a little bit of garbage there to send back. As Wdec, again, building up that right-hand side for a little bit of a power one, looks like.
Actually, we call power 1 things and Puyo so... Dude, I'm gonna slap myself in the face after this is so... Oh no, this is actually not bad for Wdec. He's fine. He's got a 3, which gets him down. And if he gets the greens in time...
And a mid-game DT cannon from Jayden. That's gonna be on back-to-back as well. However, Wdec managing to get a 3-chain that is going to fend off that mid-game DT cannon.
And then he's got a 4-chain follow-up, which is gonna probably send Jayden up even back up high. But Jayden's looking kind of nice right now. Got their well open.
Unfortunately, Jayden's been having to spend most of their resources on countering this damage, making sure to stay alive. But that's given Wdec a lot of spare time in order to build up some really massive chains as well. And again, as we see, another 3-chain. Even these 3s are getting really detrimental for Jayden's board.
Welcome to Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, Puyo versus Tetris. It's even a margin time thing with how they managed to power power chain.
2, and Wdec going to be able to capitalize with that extra margin time bonus there. It is truly Morbin time. Wdec capitalizing with that, getting their second win.
Heck yeah. Seems that he's making a comeback. He's not out of this yet.
Yeah, it's only 4-2. Again, not even halfway through the set.
So
If we
true.
learned anything from the last set, we should expect the game 17.
If we do get a game 17, I would definitely be very thankful. Was Wdec got here? A nice 4.
There we go. Jayden able to counter that 4 in its entirety. Not sending any garbage back just yet, but still 0 lines of garbage on their board. However, they have to sacrifice a T-piece in order to set up that T-spin they were going for, which is going to impact that efficiency very slightly. And again, it doesn't seem like much, but in a match this competitive and this tight, any little deviation from the efficiency there is going to mean, could very well mean the difference between life and death.
Yeah, especially in 32 margin Puyo versus Tetris, where literally every single move matters substantially. You cannot afford a single slip up, otherwise your opponent will not only capitalize on it, but they will ensure that you have no like feasible out.
There we go. Power 2 into 3, not quite a 4 yet, but has quite a bit of potential there on the left-hand side to make some magic happen.
Power 2 here, and it seems like it's gonna make Jayden's T-spin not do as much as it wants to. And he's following up with a power 3 to possibly seal the deal, and he takes that round.
There we go. Wdec with 2 straight there, bringing it to 4 and 3, showing that their Puyo is definitely up to snuff against Jayden's Tetris there.
You know what they say? Any strong Puyo can beat a Tetris. Cállate el torneo.
Oh, and a lot of garbage getting it really quickly. Gonna have to be able to try and get those purples cleared. Manages to get through it, getting a 2-chain, but still receiving 2 rows of garbage. And unfortunately, that is going to be it.
I think if he managed to get like additional green, he might have had a 2-chain that would have been enough to get him down to those greens that were blocked off. But even then, I feel like he probably would have been sent a bit more nuisance, which would have blocked him off from everything else. But you never know in these types of matchups.
And Wdec with a very tall chain here. Not really going to be able to clear out the blues, unfortunately. However, it has a 3-chain. And still accepting garbage, but a very nice timed blue and green there. Going to be able to release another 3-chain, put some pressure off.
Oh, it's looking pretty... His RNG's looking pretty dicey for Wdec, but I think this isn't like...
STSD, but Jayden has a couple of misdrops here.
Oh, is Jayden gonna do it? Ah, thought Jayden was gonna go for the T-spin triple. Instead, they're just pivoting for a nice little down stack. Meanwhile, Wdec is going to tank some more garbage, and he's gonna fire his chain off now.
There it is. Waits for that guaranteed 2 things of garbage there is the perfect setup that Wdec was looking for. Very good use of stalling there for getting that right elevation. And Jayden having way too many misdrops at the top there, and is going to drop game 9. Wdec picking up their 4th of the set.
Yikes on Jayden. Wdec is just capitalizing on all of this. Seems like he's going for a submarine again. Sorry.
Very quick stacking. Oh, you're all good. Very quick stacking there from Jayden. Having a little bit of a donation, keeping that stack open and fresh. Might have been a little bit of a misdrop there on that O piece, judging how they slow down a little bit. And another unfortunate misdrop there from Jayden's board. Able to fix it up with 1 piece, but again, any little bit of extra soft dropping and things going to do a number on Jayden's efficiency there. And based on how we've seen Wdec play Puyo, it is, you know, of the utmost importance to make sure that nothing is getting compromised in Jayden's gameplay here.
Yep. Oh man, this is looking super dicey for Wdec. I think what he was trying to go for originally was just completely buried. I can imagine he was trying to go for those yellows that were below that green, and I believe row 8 or 9 or so. Unfortunately, they got buried, so he had to take a different direction, but he wasn't able to take that one either. At that point, it was just curtains. Sucks to see.
Yep,
Oh
and O is
no!
put off on the side, and that's going to be it for Wdec's side there as well. Jayden taking a very quick 1-2 for a 3-game lead here in winter semis final, 7-4. Wdec definitely cannot afford to give up any more games like that, being down by 3.
He can't, but it seems that RNG can. And that's going to possibly be like the hardest battle Wdec will have to fight. Determining if RNG is either going to be merciful and give him exactly what he needs, or if it's going to, what's the one I'm looking for? Forsaken him. And it seems like in this case, it's forsaking him quite a lot.
Jayden with a nice fractal there on their board. However, Wdec is buried quite substantially into this garbage. Not a lot of options to dig down below this, and Jayden currently 8-4 over Wdec here on match points.
Man,
Wdec gonna have to try and pull 5 games in a row to win the set, or will make their way into losers quarters. Jayden with a couple of eyepiece dependencies on the side, but again, in building up, they have a lot of things ready there for Tetrising. Actually gonna have to break back-to-back. And it looks like they're going to accept a little bit of garbage there from Wdec's chain, just to make sure that they will be sending some garbage.
What sucks there is that I believe Wdec made a bit of an unfortunate with
And managing to get a 5 chain by including the greens in that chain as well. And a misdrop there on the O piece is going to cut off a little bit of the side there for Jayden, but by the time I've said that, Jayden has cleaned it up with 2 Tetris pieces. Or Tetraminos. That's what they're called. Yep.
no.
And Wdec working their way into a very strong power 4.
Damn, triple link, and Jayden has no way to get out of that one.
And there we go. That is definitely the game that Wdec is needing to get themselves jump-started here for the rest of the set. Again, they cannot afford to give up a single game, whereas Jayden can decide to play a little bit more risky in a couple of these opportunities, having a couple of games to throw around before that they will need to secure that Game 9 win for them.
I wonder if Wdec was trying to decide, would it be best to tank that, or would it be just best to fire?
So, quite a bit that Wdec has to fend off. But this is going to be a 5 chain. And that is sending quite a bit to, quite a bit to Jayden there.
And his right side's looking pretty too. He's got a nice 3 chain. It's gonna get him down quite a lot. And then he can just do whatever he wants here. Well, Jayden with a down stack. Okay, this might be pretty detrimental for Wdec if he doesn't have anything to
Oh, this is gonna be a 10 combo.
Uh-oh.
That is a
work?
full thing of damage.
It works!
However, Wdec is ready to tank it and send their chain off.
And
only
it
getting
returned.
a 3.
Oh my gosh. And then he
And
gets
still
off
able
the
to
power
launch
2.
Into 3, almost a 4 as well. Yeah, managing to live that incredible 10 combo from Jayden.
Seriously, tanking is like super good to see in Puyo versus Tetris, because every time the Puyo player does it, it's to like tank over 30 nuisance.
Yeah, again, having to tank, you know, you have to tank that specific amount. Tetris has a little bit more leeway in how much they want to accept.
Oh no, this might be bad. Wait, is nuisance being nice? Oh no. Wait.
Oh, still alive. And finally, the luck runs out on the column 3 there, as Wdec tops out. Jayden taking a 9-5 win to advance into winners finals there. Congrats to Jayden and OSW. They are going to be guaranteed top 3 and are sitting comfortably in winners finals, as our losers quarters matches will be commencing shortly.
That was an incredible match. Then again, that seemed pretty dominant in Jayden's favor. Jayden was just like pushing out enough pressure to prevent Wdec's chains from being able to do any critical damage. But even then, Wdec was still fighting pretty hard. He didn't let Jayden get some of those wins just completely easily. He was working for it.
Yeah, making sure to keep Jayden in check of any misdrops and things like that, as Wdec was taking full advantage in all those scenarios. And so here again, we have your top 6. OSW and Jayden on winner's side. Animator, Arisa, and Wdec and Fox will be having matches in losers' quarters for the losers' side top 6.
This is a very good top 6. That's all I can say. I so look forward to these matches.